Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 29, where today we're going to be setting up our thermal evaporation plants and getting our nuclear waste sorted, because that's going to become a problem. I was keeping an eye on the reactor, and because the power from the turbine wasn't going anywhere, the water level in this dropped substantially, and we almost had a meltdown. So currently have 17 buckets of waste. Well, it's deteriorating because it does that in these radioactive barrels. It's one way to get rid of the nuclear waste safely. If you don't, you irradiate the area and it gets it's just insane. So today we're going to be setting up our thermal evaporation plants. I have these, I have all the components we need to make this, because we need this to make lithium so we can create the induction cells, which is the massive power storage from mechanism. Think of that then. Brain go burr. These don't take long to set up. Once we got this set up, we'll start looking into power then, so we can create the what are they called? The energizing rods. Brain farts. Love it. And then when we get those energizing rods up and running, see, then we can get the start looking at all the molybdenum alloy stuff, because they all take 1 billion RF per alloy, and we can start looking at automating some of the other things for the start looking into other mods for the star components. And have we got left? We got what? Stacking a bit. Yeah, let's just make them a bit higher though, because the higher they are, the faster they generate. So 48, so I can do 24. Died. 12, isn't that? Yeah. Normally you set these up in like a desert area, because the higher temperatures, these actually are affected by heat, like ambient heat in the world. And you set them up in a desert or even in the nether, you actually produce more power. You can produce faster, sorry, not more power. Can I actually like craft the right thing? Having a proper brain fart right now. There. There's my eight. Wrench. Okay. Oh, power. Nope, we don't power on that. Actually, we need pipe to go there. Power there, and then power out. Let's set you to a 300 RF a tick. These now should be formed. Okay, zoom out of the way. So if we get some thermal conductors, and we put down a resistive heater there. I think I actually need the ports for this. Evaporation plant. Put you that way. Connect to this. Put you. Put the flux point back there. Yep, there we go. Yeah, so they needed the inputs. Then we put our kitchen sink, put a sink there, and then we need some mechanical pipes. Way. Mechanical pipe there. Output. Input. I sound great, isn't it? Output, input. So you're creating brine. There. Output, input. And you're creating the liquid lithium. Awesome. So to get the lithium dust. Look up a minute. Lithium dust requires the normal lithium. The liquid lithium goes into a decondensator, to make the lithium, and then this goes into a chemical crystallizer to make the lithium. So we need a rotary condensator. On. You can do this. Here we go. Rotary condensator, and then a chemical crystallizer. Is it a chemical crystallizer? Yeah, chemical crystallizer. Let's do it. Chemical crystallizer. This. So a chemical crystallizer. Okay, so then out of this one, do there. Gases, input, output on the, and then you input fluid on side, and then output gas this side. Let that gas output. Put our crystallizer there. We have a gas input there. Item export there. And then what we need is an ender chest. Funny enough, we have one. There. Set to auto output. Yes, you are. And we need a fluid pipe there and there. Set you to that. That way. Then what we can do is move this side. How about shrinking them? I grab a shovel. I'm not using the drill. It's too fast. Dirt. And then get a point. Got a point there. Get reversal cables. Okay. Boom. And we can unshrink. You and you away. And put this away. Base plate. And then we need to set. Then we need pressurized pipes. There. Sweet. And we go mechanism again, and we mute those machines because they're loud and noisy. And we need speed upgrades. We have perfectly the amount we need. You and you. You and you. And we're getting lithium dust. And then we set you to 300. So it's weird because like every other mechanism multi-block you can click anywhere and access it, but not the thermal evaporation plant. You have to click on the controller. So just waiting for the temperature to go back up to start creating more brine. Make the lithium. And what are we looking at right now on lithium? 9. That's not too bad. So to deal with the nuclear waste, we are going to need. So we want to make polonium, and we're going to want to make plutonium. So to make polonium, we need a pressurized reaction chamber with water and polonium. Make the polonium pellets. And the plutonium pellets, we need plutonium and water. To make the plutonium, we need another isotropic centrifuge. That's the plutonium, and then the polonium, we need a solar neutron activator. So we can get the isotropic centrifuge because we have that on autocraft. Okay. Yeah. Universal cables we're gonna need. We're also gonna need the pressurized ones. And then what was the other one? The chemical something? The PRC, sorry. Reaction chambers. A couple of these. Take an enrichment chamber. Here's our 2 PRCs. And plutonium was that one. And the solar neutron thingamajiggy. This one. And HTP pellets. Right, so I need to do this back home. We have substrate back at the base. Because we were doing that with the melon farm. There's substrates up there. You now have a void upgrade on you? You do. Okay. So, and that is not getting stored in our system. What are we doing? External storage. Okay. And we want to set your priority a little higher so that goes back in there. Cables. Okay, so that is now accessible in here. Substrate. Okay. So the substrate, we need oxygen and liquid ethylene. If this is creating ethylene here, that is hydrogen in there. So what we're gonna do is, here, you're doing oxygen there. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one of these PRCs we have here. We're gonna set your oxygen output on the back. Okay. You this. You have the oxygen going in. And then we need to get this. We set that to none so that doesn't touch. But that pressurized thing there. That used off minute. Fluids. That gas. We have gas coming in there. There. I think that's wrong. And we got substrate is there. Substrate, so oxygen's there, and liquid ethylene. Right. So what we need to do is do from there. Liquid ethylene is a concentrator. But you this pop you there. You're making liquid ethylene, and I need fluids input on the back, and then I need to get that down here, which we can just do with pipes. Okay. Let you. What I'll do actually is what I might be able to is do this with transfer nodes, with diodes, because look, it's actually getting power as well. This needs power too, doesn't it? I think I got, yeah, you pop that there, so that gives this power as well. So you need, oh, I don't need to. What I can do, I can just output items out the front and output in front, output on the top. Yeah, I don't need anything else. I just need to attach the pipework. 3, and I'll set you input, output. If I do it right, there you go. Got an input, and then we're making HDPE pallets. So then I need that to extract back out, which I'll just use an import. I know a lot of this is getting really spaghetti junction-y, but it's all underground. It's all in our basement. It doesn't matter. Your output is set to the front. I need cables. I know I'm in and out of my refined storage, but I prefer to have an empty inventory. And then what we do is go up here, go to this one, do HDPE. You make that. And I might as well put the rod on it as well, because I got a feeling we're probably going to need these for something. Plastic. Is that literally just for the pigment mixer? Oh well. No space. Come in there. Right, so we got our HDPE. We need to make another pressurized reaction chamber. Recipe. Create everything I need there. Make that. And then you make that. There's our PRC. Go back to our mining dimension. And how's this lithium getting along? We're at 287 already. We're almost at 300 lithium. So for this, so we need solar neutron activator, which is what we just set that up for. That's that. So the solar neutron activator can go there. The isotropic centrifuge can go there. And this will output input on the back and output on the front. This will input on the back, output front, and PRCs, and these make polonium. So I need water, polonium. So polonium is one. So plutonium is made in this one. Okay. So you will have gas input on the back, and we'll do fluid input on that side. Okay. And you make another PRC. Reaction chamber. Reactor. Reaction chamber. Problem with, I say problem, not really a problem with mechanism, but it'd be nice if it would, sometimes it would be nice if it would lose its contents when broken. Sometimes it would be nice when it loses its contents when broken, because something like that is annoying, because you've got to make multiple something of a machine. You can't break the things. The sink, they both need water. This, air, mechanical pipes. Output. Okay, you have water, you have water. Then the other two, this doesn't need power, this does. That has power. Flux point. I need to craft some. I mute. Having these on crafts is just gonna. Everybody should have power. Perfect. Perfect. That up. So then do pressure rate. Bottom of. I'm gonna assume I can. Can't. I'm going. Ah, there we go. I just had to change the. This. Hopefully. I was saying hopefully because I was like, I hope this radioactive material in it. Okay, so I do need a bottom. That's fine. That is perfect. But waste. You've got waste. You're making plutonium. Filling up. You're making plutonium, so you're filling up. And then both of these right as well. Thus, actual. This actual. Right. Thus. Crusher from Mac. I do a crusher. Have a crusher. That's a win. Pop you there. Get some basic. And we can do very careful not to break that barrel. That has a waste. What I will do, I'll just do exporter. But I'm gonna need an exporter anyway. An export. Get that crusher back. What I'll do, set up this crusher there. Put back output on the right. Get a draw for there. Item items output on the front. More drawers. Act. Go. Power to this. I mean, this thing is power. Put on the back. Bring the cabling. Like even with this, look, I'm trying to keep it relatively tidy. I know I speak quietly sometimes. Thinking out loud half the time. I hope I got enough cabling to get across here. Should do. I remember a time in modded Minecraft where actually running on cables for some reason made you move faster. It was kind of funny. And you're exporting fluoride. But back up. And we got the fluoride seeds anyway. You would reject to there. You pull out. And then what's that? 3. You take upgrades? Can't take upgrade. You can, so 4 machines, yeah. I need speed. 24 of these. This now. That's taking a while. Only take that long. it's taken a while. It don't normally take this long. It's probably done by now. Feed. Feed. I needed 32 energy. One more set of 8. Feed. Me not being able to count, that is. Yeah. That. This only works in the day, hence the name solar. Okay. So you should be running. There we go, look, it's running. Made the polonium. I think. It needs 1 bucket of polonium and 1 fluorite to make the polonium pellets. So I now need to figure out. I'm gonna get the spent nuclear waste out of here. This might be I can do instead, but this there, put the crusher there instead. I can bring this along here instead. Don't need to be here. What I need to do is I need to get the spent nuclear waste out into barrels to get rid of it. But let's grab our cable. Universal cable, go. Universal crusher there. There. Output. Four-sided B. Input still on the back, but output on the top. And you will. There. Now you will export fluoride. Cables. Okay. And you export. What's on the back? Did I break a cable or something? I think so. Well connected. Do I not have any fluorite to export? I do not. Right. So I need a crafting card. That's why I'm not exporting fluorite. A crafting card in here. Now I'm exporting fluorite. There we go. Go. Happy days. So, spent nuclear waste in there. We have our first plutonium pellet. Right. Recipes. So the plutonium pellet requires a bucket as well, but there is a bucket in. Oh, no, there's not. It's 16 millibuckets of plutonium. So all the nuclear waste that was in here is gone. So what I need to do now is need some of those barrels, radioactive barrels. Like a bunch of these. That's not a problem. We do bring this up 7 by 7, but it just flies through it, man. Flies through dirt. Dirt. Okay, and then we put these barrels here, because these will just then stay in this chunk and deteriorate the nuclear waste. I know it's a lot of barrels, but at one point once the reactor is up and running and we've got the energy storage available, they will fill up, and the more barrels you have, the faster the waste will deteriorate. Is pressurized tubing. So middle there. You're gonna set your gas output there. Your gas output there. So you spent nuclear waste in there. Pretty much like burying your waste. Because, like I said, with the more barrels, it'll deteriorate faster because it'll spread it out amongst all the barrels here. And what we need this place off. That is polonium sorted. Nuclear waste sorted as well. So nuclear waste problem fixed. Next, we need to sort energy storage, which we will get to next episode. You have 2000 so you have the amount of fluoride needed, max storage in there. You filling up this pressurized tube for cell fuel, almost got 1,000 buckets in it. This is filled. So as soon as we get the induction thing set up, and we can store massive amounts of power, we will be able to turn on the reactor without, and hopefully, fingers crossed, not have any problems. So until then, good day, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be watching this. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I'll see you next time. Bye.